Dosha Lyfe TV, man. Coming to touch on the subject of oils, spirits, alcohol, whatever, man. I go off subject. It's hard to stay on the subject because my mind be all over. But you know, let me talk about it. Shit. So let's look at weed. Weed got oils in it. And not even just that. All plants got oils in it. So with that being said, when it comes to that Dosha, hey, Dosha Lyfe. Fruits, vegetables, they all got oils. Everything that you see is spiritual energy. Everything. Now, every plant has a consciousness. Every plant has oil. When you extract the oil from said plants, you extract the spiritual energy or the spiritual nature and blueprints of said plant. As that is what stores in oil. So, with that being said, if you extract the oil from a weed plant, for instance, you take the oil out, that's the THC, the terpene, the terpenoids, which gives you the strain and all that. Now, all you need is the oil, and after that, they just throw the rest away because they got the spirit of the plant inside the oil. All right, so let's not just look at weed. Now, let's look at essential oils. You can make essential oil out of anything. You can do ritual work with it and all that, but you can do a lot with essential oil. It's aromatherapy. Because what it is that makes these oils essentials is they have something called terpenes or terpenoids, if I'm pronouncing it right, that it gives you the scent of all these plants. So when it comes to oranges, you have something like an orange terpene. When it comes to lemons, there's a terpenoid or a terpene called limonene, something like that. Each one of these terpene oils is the frequency. These oils basically have tannins and things in it that affect the mind and the body and spirit in certain ways that makes it all significant. So let's say I have some orange kush, for instance, some orange kush. You know that orange kush? It call it orange kush because it has the same terpene or terpenoid oil as the actual orange, like the fruit, the peel. If you was to take, that's why, you know what I'm saying, they say if you drink orange juice or mango juice before you smoke, it boosts your high. No, it just changes your high to the effects of orange kush or mango kush because you got the same terpenes entering your system around the same time that you smoke. So it's levels to these oils. Now, these oils carry frequencies. All these oils carry frequencies based off the color, the chakra energies, or whatever. So we just happens to be a wonder plant that just happens to have more than one type of terpene oil or terpene spirit that, I'm saying, dwells within the oils of that plant. And then the THC being the melanin of that said plant, because that plant deals with the human body more than any other plant, versus like fungi deals with the body even more than plants do. So that's something that y'all, you know, it's a lot to it. So when it comes to this here though, you can extract the oils out of plants. Now realize this: when you eat food, all these foods be having oils in it. These oils mix with the oils in your body. Your spiritual essence stores in your oils and your fat cells. So yeah, fat cells is basically cells stored of nothing but your spiritual energy from all the different things that you associate yourself with into one oil, into your fat cells. And this is the stuff that your body doesn't use and utilize, so it just stores. So it's just excess stored spiritual energy. And this energy also is the energy of trauma, or the energy that no longer serves you, or the energy that, it's just excess stored energy. You can burn it at will. So a lot of people don't burn it and just store it, and it becomes trauma and weight on the soul. But that's another story. Now, every time you water fast, these oils in your body, all you doing is flushing them with water. So all the spirits that's stored in the oil are flushed out as well. You know, but that's the thing with water fasting or fruit fasting. You know what I'm saying? You change the composition of the density of the atoms. So, you make the cell work lighter, you know. Now let's look at alcohol. What I believe alcohol does is it absorbs the oils. You can stick weed in some alcohol, and the alcohol will suck the spirit out of the weed plant into the alcohol. What alcohol does when you drink alcohol is it opens your spirit up to things that's outside of the vessel. This is why if you was in a toxic environment and would feel uncomfortable, people would drink to get that courage. It doesn't give them courage. It just opens them up to that energy so it doesn't feel strange to them. You know what I'm saying? Now you open and vulnerable to these energies as well. So that's why people get drunk and end up having sex with somebody they know dang well they wouldn't touch sober. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not in tune with yourself, you're in tune with your surroundings. You gotta program your alcohol. It's called spirits for a reason. It's spirits because you ingesting spirits, you know what I'm saying, the thing that opens your mind up to the spirits of your surroundings. And you gotta learn how to have your mind stable in order to deal with that type of thing. So it's it's levels to it. So when it comes to that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be careful of your surroundings. You feed off everything. Shit. A toxic day, a day of just stress, that energy of that stress also programs into the food that you eat, which has oils that stores into the oils in your fat cells. And now, by way of that, that trauma is stored in the oil, the spirits. You are a vessel, a multidimensional being of multiple spiritual energy forces within you. You are all. It's just you choose what you open yourself up to. So you gotta think about it. Sure, the oils from a woman, like the pheromone, it's probably the scent that come out the oil. That's her terpene. They make colognes and perfumes based off the oils and the scents of certain individuals. That's where all these perfumes come from. You wearing their pheromone. So you wearing these other people's mass produced energy. You can make perfume off your own body. You know, it's levels to this. Perfume was probably in a sense used to get people to attract you to your own energy, but if they make it to somebody else's, you smell like somebody else's. I mean, there's levels to it. If you get something, I get something based off nature. But shit, I'm just speaking. It's a lot to do with oils. You can use oil to heal. Certain oils carry a frequency that certain spirits are at war with. You can mix them oils together and the energy of one will take over the other. That's the spiritual warfare in your vessel. When you, like, say, for instance, eat coconut oil, which carries a frequency that goes against the frequency of certain parasites that live in other oils in your body. You eat that and it starts to force those other oils out your vessel. It starts to take over. You know, it's a carrier oil. That means it's going to absorb. All this shit based on frequency. Yeah. So you gotta look at you got positive and you got negative bacteria. These bacteria things like they go off the charts.